Hi, my name is Sheila and I'm a senior at Calabasas High School and I'm taking Senior Project. Senior Project is a class where we do 1 semester of research and 1 semester of a project. For my project, I'll be cooking different cuisines from around the world to answer my main question. What are the key differences in flavor from different cuisines around the world? Thank you.
For my 4th video on this channel, I'll be talking about Brazilian food. I'll highlight different aspects of the history and culture behind this cuisine. This is not a tutorial by any means, but rather an informational video on Brazilian food. All the information I use in this video is from an article by The Foreign Fork. It's on the background and food culture of Brazil. I've also used 2 articles on the information of the dishes I'll be cooking. I'll be linking all the articles I use in the description, as well as the 2 recipes that I cook in this video. Brazil is the only country in South America that was colonized by the Portuguese. The Portuguese took control over Brazil in 1500, but by 1822, Brazil became independent from Portuguese rule, but their impact at last lasted. 3 populations lived in the country at the time: those who were native to the country prior to Portuguese colonization, the Portuguese, and the African slaves that the Portuguese brought with them to the country. The cuisine in Brazil is a blend between the 3 groups that I previously mentioned. It is a combination of ingredients local to the country, what was brought by the Portuguese, and influences from African slaves, such as coconut and shrimp. Given its tropical weather, there is a lot of exotic fruits grown in Brazil, such as açaí, jaboticaba, a fruit similar to a grape, but it's much more tart and it's grown on trees, and jenipapo, a unique fruit of its own, and it's sort of similar to a dried fig, texture-wise at least, and graviola, which is also known as soursop. 2 ingredients that can commonly be found in Brazilian recipes are beans and manioc flour, but I didn't use them in either of my recipes. Dinner in Brazil is commonly eaten late, around 8:30, even later if you're invited to someone's house. It could be pushed to late as 11 p.m. People come to parties late, so the dinner comes out late as well. Breakfast is typically light, and lunch is eaten at work or sometimes at home. All food is eaten with a fork and knife because it's rude to eat with your hands in Brazil. For one of my dishes, I'll be making beef pastel, a dish supposedly brought to Brazil by East Asian immigrants who are adjusting to the food and ingredient availability in Brazil. It is a handheld pastry commonly found in farmers' markets, making Sunday morning the time easiest to find these dishes. Common fillings include ground beef, cheese, hearts of palm, shredded chicken, and prawns. You can also find pasteles filled with something sweet, such as fruit. I am also making Brigadero, a sweet made during the voting period in 1932 in Brazil, just as when women were able to vote. To support Brigadeiro Waro Gomes, a rather attractive individual who is running that year, Lucia Nabuca passed these out to support him. She used sweetened condensed milk as Brazil was in times of war where other ingredients were expensive and low in availability. This fudge truffle would later become very popular in the country among many children and adults alike. Both the beef pastel and brigadeiro were really easy to make, so there was no fuss with it, and both of them were really good in the end. I thought the beef pastel would be really difficult to make, but rather it was really easy, but just time consuming. The brigadeiro was really popular within my extended family, and it's something I feel like you can add a lot of your own twist to, like adding espresso or rolling it in coconut as one of my cousins suggested. Overall, this was one of my favorite weeks, and my family has to agree. And that is all for this week, and thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!